got another one of them. Popping at the mouth or the side of his neck when he pouts, no argument, no rebuttal from. He ain't from my town, I don't know him, so I'm guessing he's a clown like he wanted me to love on him. But you know that ain't my style, yet he still got my name in his mouth and I ain't running for cover from. A bunch of lambs, how you figure you getting fame from my clout, so let's get this cleared now. I'm cold like an Eastern February, but that hating isn't necessary. You being petty cause you see me rising, becoming legendary, and you talking down like you very scary. Come on, dude. Get on, fool. Typing and writing on a post too. Get a cosign when you wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight in the produce section at Whole Foods. I already told you. Since my adolescence, I had to stress that never being less than being excellent is the motto I follow. For throttle, I gotta be some sort of testament. If I strive to do it, be the best at it. So testing this is rather pointless than pandemonium. My opponent, full of baloney, I'm owning him. He's a phony one, cause I can't allow it. I'm overpowered like Bowser, and your mouth is writing checks with a negative balance. You can't cash that. I don't think it's covered by that Affleck. High side if you want, but you putting on a bad act. I promise you, it ain't worth it. It's more than getting laughed at. You don't want to task that, so back and do oblige. I'm killing it like it's a pesticide. I'm prepared if you get in my way. The endeavor's fine. I never settle, I got the better mind. So if you knocking my grind, I just can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Nah, don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide.
Nah, I done did a lot just to get by, so I can't let it slide. I escaped the mental shackles, I ain't got patience for these bastards, I can't let it slide. I ain't saying I'll attack you, I'm saying this bigger than rappers. I'm saying that you need to back up, so back up. I'm saying that this would not end in a tie, I can't let it slide. My politics are rather controversial. Who would've thought that? I ain't catching all slack, and I have enemies on my ball sack. I'm thinking insanity's what you call that, and I just get appalled at. I'm blacker than Nina and Simone. I just want freedom and want all these people left alone. How in the world is that chapping you? Laughable, you catch an attitude. Glad that you going mad cause my attributes call me bad and a radical, but that is so irrational. Mathematically, I'm past that degree to these rapper dudes. Had another latitude, and that'll prove you lacking too. You roll with a pack of dudes that last you cause you whacking your raps a poo. You need a faculty that's backing you. Your rapping is not compatible. Battle me and that'll be the day. There'll be a casualty, and that don't mean you have to go away. It don't matter to me. Tactically, I'm leaving nothing left. So you can get a step or you can kick rocks like you work construction on a 10th block. So don't do it, you foolish, if you thinking that I have since stopped. I'm just getting started, so when this drop, get ready. Cause I ain't playing about you, I'm praying that you try to get fly like a pterodactyl. I'm staring at you, you better back up, you're daring to try. Apparently I've earned it all, not just a piece of the pie, so I can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Nah, don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide.
Nah, I done did a lot just to get by, so I can't let it slide. I escaped the mental shackles, I ain't got patience for these bastards, I can't let it slide. I ain't saying I'll attack you, I'm saying this bigger than rappers. I'm saying that you need to back up, so back up. I'm saying that this would not end in a tie, I can't let it slide. I can't let it slide. I can't let it slide. Nah. Look like we got another one of them. Popping at the mouth or the side of his neck when he pouts, no argument, no rebuttal from. He ain't from my town, I don't know him, so I'm guessing he's a clown like he wanted me to love on him. But you know that ain't my style, yet he still got my name in his mouth and I ain't running for cover from. A bunch of lambs, how you figure you getting fame from my clout, so let's get this cleared now. I'm cold like an Eastern February, but that hating isn't necessary. You being petty cause you see me rising, becoming legendary, and you talking down like you very scary. Come on, dude. Get on, fool. Typing and writing on a post too. Get a cosign when you wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight in the produce section at Whole Foods. I already told you. Since my adolescence, I had to stress that never being less than being excellent is the motto I follow. For throttle, I gotta be some sort of testament. If I strive to do it, be the best at it. So testing this is rather pointless than pandemonium. My opponent, full of baloney, I'm owning him. He's a phony one, cause I can't allow it. I'm overpowered like Bowser, and your mouth is writing checks with a negative balance. You can't cash that. I don't think it's covered by that Affleck. High side if you want, but you putting on a bad act. I promise you, it ain't worth it. It's more than getting laughed at. You don't want to task that, so back and do oblige. I'm killing it like it's a pesticide. I'm prepared if you get in my way, the endeavor's fine. I never settle, I got the better mind. So if you knocking my grind, I just can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Nah, don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide.
Nah, I done did a lot just to get by, so I can't let it slide. I escaped the mental shackles, I ain't got patience for these bastards, I can't let it slide. I ain't saying I'll attack you, I'm saying this bigger than rappers. I'm saying that you need to back up, so back up. I'm saying that this will not end in a tie, I can't let it slide. My politics are rather controversial. Who would've thought that? I ain't catching all slack, and I have enemies on my ball sack. I'm thinking insanity's what you call that, and I just get appalled at. I'm blacker than Nina the Samoan. I just want freedom and want all these people left alone. How in the world is that champing you? Laughable, you catch an attitude. Glad that you going mad cause my attributes call me bad and a radical, but that is so irrational. Mathematically, I'm past that degree to these rapper dudes. Had another latitude, and that'll prove you lacking too. You roll with a pack of dudes that last you cause you whacking your raps a poo. You need a faculty that's backing you. Your rapping is not compatible. Battle me and that'll be the day. There'll be a casualty, and that don't mean you have to go away. It don't matter to me. Tactically, I'm leaving nothing left. So you can get a step or you can kick rocks like you work construction on a 10th block. So don't do it, you foolish, if you thinking that I've since stopped. I'm just getting started, so when this drop, get ready. Cause I ain't playing about you, I'm praying that you try to get fly like a pterodactyl. I'm staring at you, you better back up, you're damn near try. Apparently I've earned it all, not just a piece of the pie, so I can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Nah, don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide.
Nah, I done did a lot just to get by, so I can't let it slide. I escaped the mental shackles, I ain't got patience for these bastards, I can't let it slide. I ain't saying I'll attack you, I'm saying this bigger than rappers. I'm saying that you need to back up, so back up. I'm saying that this will not end in a tie, I can't let it slide. I can't let it slide. Look like we got another one of them. Popping at the mouth or the side of his neck when he pouts, no argument, no rebuttal from. He ain't from my town, I don't know him, so I'm guessing he's a clown like he wanted me to love on him. But you know that ain't my style, yet he still got my name in his mouth, and I ain't running for cover from. A bunch of lambs, how you figure you getting fame from my clout, so let's get this cleared now. I'm cold like in Eastern February, but that hating isn't necessary. You being petty cause you see me rising, becoming legendary, and you talking down like you very scary. Come on, dude. Get on, fool. Typing and writing on a post too. Get a cosign when you wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight in the produce section at Whole Foods. I already told you. Since my adolescence, I had to stress that never being less than being excellent is the motto I follow. For throttle, I gotta be some sort of testament. If I strive to do it, be the best at it. So testing this is rather pointless, a pandemonium. My opponent, full of baloney, I'm owning him. He's a phony one, cause I can't allow it. I'm overpowered like Bowser, and your mouth is writing checks with a negative balance. You can't cash that. I don't think it's covered by that Affleck. High side if you want, but you putting on a bad act. I promise you, it ain't worth it. It's more than getting laughed at. You don't want to task that, so back and do oblige. I'm killing it like it's a pesticide. I'm prepared if you get in my way, the endeavor's fine. I never settle, I got the better mind. So if you knocking my grind, I just can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Nah, don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide.
Nah, I done did a lot just to get by, so I can't let it slide. I escaped the mental shackles, I ain't got patience for these bastards, I can't let it slide. I ain't saying I'll attack you, I'm saying this bigger than rappers. I'm saying that you need to back up, so back up. I'm saying that this will not end in a tie, I can't let it slide. My politics are rather controversial. Who would've thought that? I ain't catching all slack, and I have enemies on my ball sack. I'm thinking insanity's what you call that, and I just get appalled at. I'm blacker than Nina the Samoan. I just want freedom and want all these people left alone. How in the world is that champing you? Laughable, you catch an attitude. Glad that you going mad cause my attributes call me bad and a radical, but that is so irrational. Mathematically, I'm past that degree to these rapper dudes. Had another latitude, and that'll prove you lacking too. You roll with a pack of dudes that last you cause you whacking your raps a poo. You need a faculty that's backing you. Your rapping is not compatible. Battle me and that'll be the day to be a casualty. And that don't mean you have to go away. It don't matter to me. Tactically, I'm leaving nothing left. So you can get a step or you can kick rocks like you work construction on a 10th block. So don't do it, you foolish, if you thinking that I have since stopped. I'm just getting started, so when this drop, get ready. Cause I ain't playing about you. I'm praying that you try to get fly like a pterodactyl. I'm staring at you. You better back up. You're damn near try. Apparently, I've earned it all, not just a piece of the pie, so I can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be. In a bad place, and I don't give me
And now, for the start lineup, for your Cleveland Cavaliers. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 12, DeAndre.
We are live. It's a Thursday and early season action here tonight. RJ, you can see the bounce in the step of the players. They are refreshed and they are ready to go.
Everyone's locked in. It's early in the season. There is a different type of energy to get off to a good start.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Bull in at the 5 spot. Here's Diabate. And a wide open look for Simmons. His 3-pointers off the mark. Now, here's Hunter. Not a lot of room. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
His first.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Okogie. Here he goes. And stolen by Hunter. And they're moving it up. And stolen by Miller. Charlotte moving the ball around. Okogie misses. And the Cavaliers with possession. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
And that one's good. Simmons.
Not backing off. This is the kind of physical play you want from Simmons.
Pass to Hunter. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Mobley, the pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Good on the triple. Hunter's got 5.
A very consistent. Three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Pass to Bull. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Garland kicks to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
He's skinny, but showing some grown man strength there. Evan Mobley knows how to fight through contact.
Mitchell against Miller. Allen with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 5. 18 feet out. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Some numbers for Brandon Miller. A very nice season for him last year. Last year averaged 21 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Guys like that can really stretch your weapons offensively.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Bull. Over Allen. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Simmons. Bull's got his second basket of the night.
And the touch ball is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Here's Allen. Misses from short range.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And he makes that one.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Now, here's Hunter. He has 5. Here's Bull. Here's Miller. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Garland, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
What an effort by Garland, battling through the foul to get his shot off.
And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
He throw good, Garland.
And you know what's so funny is that after his rookie season, there was speculation about Garland's ability. But he has shown continued growth and has worked his way into an all-star.
Now here's Simmons. Bowles setting the pick for Simmons. Pass to Miller. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, powering through the foul there. Miller showing some serious intensity.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
That free throw good from Miller. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mobley wide open. Off target from outside. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Now Miller turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Outside, Simmons. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 10.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
The drive by Mitchell. The kick out to Mobley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mobley's got his second basket.
Oh, Mobley. Okay, I see you showing off that shooting ability.
Pass to Miller. Ball, a screen on Mitchell. Miller dishes the ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hornets.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Let's get hyped, everyone. Here comes your pass-through hot squad. Let me hear you make some noise. This now is on the court is your hot squad. It's time for T-shirts.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Garland. Great showing for him last season, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. Now, here's Strus. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. 5 to shoot. Right side, Garland. No good that time. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Miller. Off on the layup. Ball against Simmons. Ball, the pass to Allen. Strus in the corner. Ball surveying the defense. From outside the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc.
This is why Ball takes a good amount of threes, because he's very accurate and confident from there.
And here is Simmons. It's Miller on the way. And Garland comes to help. Outside, Simmons. elbow. Hit the teardrop. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Allen. And here is Ball. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Inside.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
First free throw is good.
And like his father, Manu, Ball's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Garland. Cavaliers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Ball kicks to Strus. Back to Ball. Fires the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Miller on the way. He's defended by Merrill. The high post shot. Miller, no up.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Merrill. Cleveland moving it around. Strus passes to Mobley. Here's Merrill, and stolen by Miller. And here we go with Miller running up the court. And Miller throws it down hard.
And talk about making an impact play. Miller showing what a difference he can make all over the court.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
And now, please welcome to the court, the Powerhouse Dance Team.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte.
Give them a round of applause. Substitution on the court.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, Hunter dishes the ball. Pass to Garland. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And I like it. The game plan is simple. Keep getting Garland the ball. It is that simple, and it's working.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Klingon is out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Miller. Then it's Williams. And it's Simmons in at the point. Now here's Ball. Garland with the screen for Ball. From deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Ball with the bucket.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
Miller with the ball. He's got 16. Down low. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Now, here's Garland. Pass to Tyson. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Tyson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Williams, a screen on ball. Here's Miller. Nails the baby hook. Miller's got 18 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Miller against Ball. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. The shot no good. Tyson.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this lead.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
And here's Garland for 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Miller. The reverse. He takes it up and lays it in. Miller's got the lead up to 14 now for Charlotte.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Now, here's Garland. He's got 12. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting 2. Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
Free throw good, Garland. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
Now, here is Miller. 22 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Strus. Back to Garland, and stolen by Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Here's Garland. He's got 14. Now Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Mobley the pass the ball. On its way from Hunter for 2. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Miller, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And he makes the first. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Ball. The Hornets also changing it up. Ball comes in for Klingon. And Okogie subbed in for Williams. Second free throw, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Here's Strus. No good with the layup. Miller outside. Shoots over Mobley. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Miller's got 29 in the game.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Pass to Mitchell. They need this. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And it's Miller penetrating. And Miller throws it down hard.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Mitchell. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Hornets leading by 19. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Miller, and it falls over the rim and in. Miller's got 33 points.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Hunter, no one around him, sinks the triple. Hunter's got 8 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, D.A., that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. That's good by Mitchell.
Everyone knows Mitchell wants to take it to that basket, so the pull-up is so effective.
And here is Simmons. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Hunter. The Hornets pull it in. Bull's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 14. Mitchell outside. From past the arc. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Here's Miller. He has 35. Going inside. Can't hit from in close.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And that one's good. Hunter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now, here is Miller. To the paint. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. With some arc, Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Out to the wing. Okogie for 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 16. It's Strus on the wing. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Here's Miller. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The Hornets have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jared Allen's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Mitchell. Cleveland's gone an even 50% from 3-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Mobley finds Garland. And stolen by Miller. 1:05 left in the first half. Pass to Bull. Over Allen, and it's Bull that time on the assist from Miller. Miller's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Ball with it. He's got 9. Looking to end the run, and Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Bull.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. Sam Merrill. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Grant Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Pippen comes in for Josh Okogie. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now here's Mobley. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Five on the clock, and Merrill has it in the corner. Connects from three-point range.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Hornets ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You look at Cleveland. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Charlotte Hornets.
These guys are playing with intensity. They're relentless on the boards, especially on the offensive end.
Second chance points, one of the many reasons they're blowing the lid off this thing. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Miller.
A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Garland looking it over. Hunter on the wing. Outside Garland. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Miller against Mitchell. Goes back up. And Miller at the lay-in. Miller's got 40 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Mobley finds Mitchell. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
There's Williams with the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Williams has got 8.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And stolen by Miller. Fast break now for Charlotte. Bowl, a screen on Mitchell. Miller, the pass to Bowl. Poke loose. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hunter. Takes it off the glass. He's got 12.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Bowl with it. Outside Williams. And the 3 off target. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And Cleveland turns it over again. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Hornets leading by 22. Miller outside. Turnaround Jay. Yep, it counts. Miller's got 42 in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Mitchell outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Mitchell.
Garland's got his 6th assist on the night.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now, here is Miller, and he has 42. Pass to Klingon. And yes, it's good. Klingon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Allen. Mitchell against Miller. Back to Hunter. Over in the corner, Allen. 6 to shoot. Drops in the tray. Allen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, if Allen is going to hit that shot, your whole defensive strategy has to change.
Pass to Diabate. Miller with the ball. Here's Diabate. The shot comes out. Good D by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. It's in and good for his 6th field goal at 10 attempts.
In a volume score, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Charlotte leading by 19 points. Here's Pippen. He's got 5. Williams from outside. Miller against Mitchell. Miller, no up. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Mobley. And here is Allen. Outside Garland. Allen with the screen for Garland. No good from outside.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Now here is Miller. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland.
Allen outside. Knocked loose. To the inside. Hunter on the wing. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Hunter's got 15 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
It's time for the dance band. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Strus is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Simmons is checked in. Charlotte leading by 18. Miller outside. From 11 feet away and off the front iron, and in it goes. Miller's got 44.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Garland. 19 points in the game. Pass to Strus. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Mitchell against Miller. There's a screen. Always going under the alley-oop here.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Garland kicks to Strus. Pass to Mobley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Team foul.
Well done to force the action and get the call. Mobley not sitting back.
Cavaliers with 2
Hey guys,
shots.
what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Charlotte?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Free throw good, Mobley.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tyson's checked in. And both free throws good for Mobley.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Now here is Miller. He's got 44. It's Klingon, top of the key. Top of the key jumper, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Pass to Garland. Here's Mobley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second team.
It goes on Donovan Klingon.
At the line for your
Smart play there
Cavaliers.
by Mobley, a coach's son. Man, this guy, he's been around the
Taking
game
2
his
shots.
entire life.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Charlotte leading by 16.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's 1:59 left to play in the third. Here's Miller. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Miller's got 46 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Cleveland's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Here's Mobley, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
I love the intensity from Mobley going right up inside, not avoiding the contact.
The Cavaliers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And that one misses. Ball's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And the second free throw, good. Now Simmons. It's Miller on the wing. Williams up on top. Driving to the basket. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Outside Garland, and stolen by Miller. Goes up, and Miller throws it down hard.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now, here's Garland. 19 points in the game. Here's Mobley. The Hornets pull it in. Klingen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Miller the bounce pass. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Ball. Miller with a wide open look. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Garland kicks to Strus. No good on the 3. Charlotte leading by 21. It's Miller on the wing. Covered by Mobley. Outside Williams. Back to Miller. Shoots over Mobley. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The 3 from Garland. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Hornets on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Mobley. Mitchell comes in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Sam Merrill. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Miller. He's out there with Pippen. And it's Diabate in at the power forward. Ball kicks to Pippen. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. To the middle. Knocks it loose. Pippen with the steal. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Inside. Out to Miller. There's the lob to the hoop. Bull inside. Working on Allen. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Bull shooting. It's on Jared Allen. And Cleveland making a change here. Tyson's checked in. Simmons checked in for Charlotte. And that one falls for Bull. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Here's Tyson. And the three ball is good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Simmons. The 15-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Bulls got 11 here in this quarter alone.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass the ball. Cleveland moving it around, and Cleveland turns it over again. Evan Mobley's checked in for Cleveland.
Number 4, Evan Mobley.
Charlotte has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And he knocks down the first one.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Mitchell gets it to go.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
Pass to Bull. Back to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Over Mitchell. Connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. To the inside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
This is a huge night for Mitchell, and all he really does is score.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's Miller. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Allen. Shot from 12. Pass the ball. The 3. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Miller with the ball. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Now, here's Hunter. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
So versatile offensively. When Hunter gets in a rhythm, he's capable of carving up a defense.
Miller against Mitchell. Shots good by Miller.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Hunter after the basket by Charlotte. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 8th assist in the game. Pass to Miller. Puts it up from 15. Doesn't go for him.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Hunter finds Garland. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Garland's got 22 points.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Now, here is Miller. You know, Richard, so many stars have good. That's another bucket.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. The three from Garland. And another three for Cleveland.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Now, here is Miller.
2 minutes.
Over Mitchell. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 58.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Here's Garland. Mobley outside. Allen inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His second.
We have seen Allen look more for his offense over the years, which in turn draws the D's attention.
Allen, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Allen is a monster on the glass and continues to improve as a scorer.
And Allen drops them both. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Now, here is Miller. Over Mitchell. And another one falls. Amazing.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket, breaks it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more.
And got it! Another basket.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Miller inside, covered by Hunter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for the Hornets, Miller, 2 shots.
That free throw good from Miller. He's off on the second. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hunter, no good. Miller surveying the floor with the drive, and it's Miller with the jam.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Cleveland moving the ball around. Two open that time. Made it look too easy. Garland's got 33.
You cannot let Garland get comfortable, especially from the corner.
Miller outside. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
The end of the game.
This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Brandon Miller.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. Welcome everyone, courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. We've got Bol Bol. Ben Simmons is out there with Miller. Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's Diabate in at the 4 slot. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital. And second chance points may just decide this game.
Inside. Here's Bol. And he buries his first look.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Outside Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. With the floater. And he lays it up and in.
And gotta love the long arms of Brandon Ingram.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Yep, that one goes.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
And here's Quickley. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Ingram. Here's the 3. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Miller, right side. Toronto grabs the miss. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Here's Simmons following the bucket by the Raptors. Miller outside. It's stolen by Pirtle. And it's Ingram off the drive. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And Ingram gets so much better when he gets that aggressive.
Pass to Diabate. And here's Miller. Now Simmons, guarded by Quickly. Back to Miller. Here's Okogie. 5 on the clock. Charlotte, no good that time either. Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
And guys, I'm talking to Coach before the game about Ben Simmons. It sounds like they know how they want to attack him defensively. Coach told me, you can't let him get the easy bucket. We need to force him to his right and flush him out of the paint. Sounds like they're going to try to keep Simmons as far away from the hoop as possible, VA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. 5th is Jakob Pirtle.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Hornets trail by 4. Outside Simmons. Miller on the wing. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Miller's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
To the paint. Here's Ingram. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
That free throw good from Ingram. And Brandon Ingram was the key piece of the Anthony Davis trade. That move changed his career, Brent.
No doubt about it. B.I. won the most improved player of the year in his first season away from the Lakers. So sometimes that change of scenery can open up opportunity and get you a chance to show your excellence.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And in the 2nd game of a back-to-back, it must be hard to keep your energy up on consecutive nights.
Well, that's why we see so many coaches sit healthy players for the 2nd game, but the NBA has done a great job over the past 4 or 5 seasons cutting back on back-to-back nights where games are scheduled, and the players spoke up and the league listened.
Now here's Miller, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Down low. Barnes, it's good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Hornets trail by 6.
Oh, man.
Oh! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Still Raptors ball.
Quickly from outside, buries it from 3.
And the D has to guard the perimeter just a little bit better, especially when Quickly is hovering around that arc.
Now here's Miller, guarded by Dick. There's a screen by Bolt. The drive by Miller. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Dick, Hornets with the rebound.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Drills it from deep. Ingram's got 11 points.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Okogie. No made baskets yet. Bull down low. Covered by Pirtle. Pass to Miller. 4 on the clock. Shot from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 12.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Ingram. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Bol.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent.
And he drops the first.
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Barnes. Both free throws good from Ingram.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Miller. He's got 12. Oh, there's the alley. And finished off by Bol.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Now quickly. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
Give it up for the man. Thank you to our Northside crew.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to quickly. Lets it go from deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Since going in the 2020 first round, Quickly has gotten a lot more selective with his shot taking and shot making. Sign of maturity.
Now here's Simmons. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shoots a fadeaway. Oh, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Quickly with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
Now here's Simmons. Miller outside. Pass to Bol. Five to shoot. Outside Simmons. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
Raptors lead by 6. Quickly passes to Pirtle. Now here's Ingram. It's tipped. Miller with one hand.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Now here's Dick. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Pirtle. For three, Barrett. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Miller on the wing. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Left side Dick. He gets it in there. And now a 9-point Toronto lead.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
You know what time it is, everyone? Time to make some noise and show some serious love to your Raptors. YYZ! And down man on the court is Morris. All right, fans, the fire on the t-shirt.
A new lineup here for Charlotte. Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Then it's Walter, and it's Shed in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now here's Miller. 14 points for him. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Miller's got 16 points.
Come on. Didn't the double clutch look a little Jordan-esque?
Raptors trail by 6. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Barrett. They got a piece of it.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. And so here is Toronto after the basket by Charlotte. Barnes, no good.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Britt, starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
That's good for Miller.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. Miller hits them both.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Mobo. It's Barnes on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Is passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Charlotte leading by 10. Pass to Miller. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Got it.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Mobo. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. The 3 from Barnes. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
And not really a go-to for Barnes, but nice stroke on the corner shot.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Monday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Raptors on D. And here's Miller. 22 points for him. Got a piece of it. Here's Shed. Going inside. The layup off target.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Miller against Barrett. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. It's all good.
Toronto making a switch here.
Here we go, everyone. Let's hear it for you. Substitution for your Raptors. Jakob Hunter. Brandon Ingram.
Here's Barrett. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Pass to Pirtle. Ingram with the ball. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And we continue to watch the rise of Ingram. He just keeps adding to his offensive repertoire.
Miller outside. From 10 feet away. No good, a bit long that time. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 9-point game. Oh, Simmons with the block.
Oh, what a swat by Simmons. Using his size and reach to bat away the shot. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Shed. No points yet. Pass to Ingram. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And Ingram really can handle either part of that pick and roll. He could be the screener, and then he could roll, or he could score off it. Nice option.
Now here's Simmons, and there's the lob.
Whoa! I just love that alley-oop slam, BA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Raptors trail by 11. Outside Ingram. To the inside. Here's Shed. It's deflected. Miller right side. Good work there as it goes. Miller's got 30. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
That free throw good from Ingram. Okogie's checked in for Charlotte. McGowan's comes in for Miller. And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights for Charlotte. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot from line. They're measuring up the shot. Beautiful. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Toronto Raptors.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Charlotte, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well late in a tight game.
Invaluable information, no doubt. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You gotta like what we're seeing from Brandon Miller.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are at Charlotte making some changes. Williams is checked in for Okogie, and Brandon Miller subbed in for McGowan's. On the court for Charlotte, Williams is out there with Bol. Then it's Williams, then it's Miller, and it's Pippen in at the point guard position. Here's Ingram. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And that one's good. Bol.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Outside Dick. Shoots over Miller. And again, no good by Toronto. And he drives in. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now Pirtle. Back to Ingram. Just 4 to shoot. Over Williams. And that one's good. Ingram's got 25 points in the game.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Pass to Bol. Over Pirtle. That one off the back iron and out.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Barnes. Outside Dick. And here's Quickly. Outside Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Williams. And here's Ingram from the arc. Bol grabs the board.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Klingon comes in for Bull, and Diabate subbed in for Williams.
Klingon, Diabate.
Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Here's an 8-footer. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Miller's got 34.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. Fourth, the Raptors.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Here's Ingram. He's got 25. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Spins. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Ingram adding more muscle, a little more moxie each and every year.
And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Hornets?
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Ingram. Charlotte leading by 13. Pass to Miller.
Who's watching him?
And he lobs it up. It's stolen away. Now here's Dick. He's got 10. Quickly from outside. Drains the triple. Quickly's got 9.
You got to play better D than that, because Quickly is going to burn the defense, especially at that corner spot.
For Charlotte, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Diabate. Miller with it. He's got 34. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 8 rebounds in the game. Raptors trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
You know, Scotty's working on that shot. I like him getting inside, though. That's where he can use that touch.
Miller with it. Now quickly defending. Miller outside. Goes up on the baseline. Here's Klingon. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The importance of getting your second NBA contract is something players often cite. Brent, did you feel that way?
No doubt about it, BA. I mean, it's a stamp of approval that you belong at this level. Of course, it gives you a lot of security for what you want to do for your family and for yourself. But, man, that's acknowledgement that all that hard work has paid off.
Outside Barrett. Crafty move. Tipped.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And it's the Hornets on the break. And he jams it home with authority.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Oh, Deflected.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Here's Quickly. He's got 9. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Hurdle with a screen on Simmons. Quickly from outside. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Miller outside. Fade away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Miller's got 40 points.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Thank you to our Northside crew.
Quickly against Simmons. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
That's what Quickly wanted, to go inside and create some kind of contact.
Brent, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
And he knocks down the first one.
Really known as a microwave scorer, Quickly's fearlessness is what allows him to really get cooking.
Second free throw, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Miller, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Miller's got 42 in the game.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
Quickly outside. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Quickly's got 7 points for the quarter.
You like Quickly's decision-making, that time calling his own number.
And here's Miller. He's got 42. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
Simmons against Quickly. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Manuel Quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's wide left. Charlotte leading by 19. It's stolen by Pirtle. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Walter. And the layup is good.
There's another thing that Jakob Pirtle can do for you, provide some solid ball movement.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. change it up. Charlotte is shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. They've got Walter, and it's Mobo in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And that one's good. Bowl.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Pass to Barrett. 6 to shoot. Bowl grabs the board. Hornets leading by 16. Here's Diabate. And it's rejected. Out of bounds. Charlotte keeps possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Raptors on D.
Walter. That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Miller. And he lobs it up top. And finished off by Bowl.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Shed. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here he goes. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Charlotte leading by 15. Here's Pippen. Down low. They double him with Barrett. Miller right side. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Well, the Raptors shooting pretty well at 45%. Pass to Mobo. To the inside. Fades. Murray Boyles can't get it to go.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. 2 points. That one goes.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Raptors trail by 17. Let's get an update on Grant Williams. What's the latest?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hornets head athletic trainer. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. Right now, they've got to focus on assessing just how bad this is and how they move forward. VA adjustment time has arrived early this season.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Charlotte leading by 17. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Bowl. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Ball, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Bowl. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Murray Boyles. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Miller. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. They set the pick from 15 feet away, and he can't bank that one in. Raptors trail by 18. Here's Walter, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That's just a tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Ingram's checked in for Toronto. Here's Pippen. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Bowl. Here's Okogie. For 3. Walter pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Here's Shed. Offline with a 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pippen, pass to Miller. Now here's Bowl. Goes up on the wing. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Pass to Shed from deep. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got his 3rd assist of the night.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Nails the baby hook. Bowles got 11 in the second half.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Here's Shed. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bowles got rebound number 7 tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Shed. Back to Barrett. Clock at 6. And the shot goes down.
Using some muscle there on the finish. I like seeing Barrett be active inside.
Hornets leading by 14. Now Miller. Pass to Bowl. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Bowles got 21 points in the game.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Simmons has checked in for Charlotte. Outside Dick. Charity stripe shot. Bowl grabs the board. Bowles got his 8th rebound here tonight. Miller outside, out to the wing. Pass to Simmons. Miller a screen on Ingram. Miller outside. Here's Okogie. Fires in the triple.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Barrett. And they call an illegal screen here.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Charlotte leading by 19. Miller with it. To the paint. With the fadeaway. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Bulls got 15 points in just the second half.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Well, Brendan, a players' league, you think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, B.A. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into the personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game will continue to grow.
Simmons looking around. Pass to Bowl. Over Pirtle. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Raptors trail by 20. Fast break. Here we go. It gets the bucket. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Hornets. They've got the Heat ahead of them in their next game in Miami. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. Here's Okogie. No good with the triple. Toronto has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Oh, got that one up quick. Ingram's got 29 points.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Pass to Bowl. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
Shooting for Charlotte. Ball at the line for 1.
The free throw drops for Bowl. And here's Quickly. Outside Ingram. Pulls up, high post. And another basket for Toronto.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Here's Simmons. Miller outside. Pass to Bowl. Yes, it's good. Bowl's got 30.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Raptors trail by 19. Outside Dick. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is alive, given the situation right now.
You know what time it is, everyone? Time to make some noise and show some serious love to your Raptors. Why, man?
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Brandon Miller.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Now Barnes. Inside, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Pirtle's so reliable and solid in these pick and rolls. He knows exactly where to be.
Simmons, the pass to Okogie. Bowl, a screen on Ingram. Here's Okogie, pass to Bowl. Miller outside. It's stolen by Pirtle. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Barnes, deflected.
I mean, he just continued to work for the block. Miller not letting up an ounce of effort.
Here's Ingram. Blocked again. Miller on the wing, guarded by Dick. Now here's Miller, tightly guarded. Rebound Toronto. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Third team foul. At the line for one, Emmanuel Quickly.
The free throw drops for Quickly.
When you get Quickly out there, and he's a bit of a rascal, right? Offensively, he can score inside, he scores outside. He just causes some problems out there.
Raptors trail by 16.
2 minutes remaining in regulation.
Now here's Barnes. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
That free throw good from Barnes.
Well, an all-star in year 3, Scotty Barnes has been an immediate impact player. That is not easy to do.
He does not get the second one.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Miller outside. And he comes up with a bucket. Miller's got 48.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Ingram lays it up and banks it in. Ingram's got 6 here in the quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hornets.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Brandon Miller.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
The free throw drops for Bowl. Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, BA, very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game in the way that you approach it. You can't separate yourself from your teammates. You got to dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete. And Quickly, not just a scorer, he's also solid at finding teammates.
Pass to Diabate. Okogie on the wing. Miller outside. Just 5 to shoot. Again! What an avalanche!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Quickly with the ball. Outside Ingram. grabs the board. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Here's Miller. Here's Bowl. 15 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Miller. Yet another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
Hornets foul. Miller. That's his third personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Toronto.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And quickly drops them both. And the Hornets call time here. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Unique timeout here with the game pretty much settled.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session. So coach electing to do that here.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Give yourself a round of applause. Substitution on the court.
Fader on the way. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Brandon Miller.